Namaste. Hi there, it's me, Stacey Lei, and of course I'm here with Miss Foxy Brown. Welcome to yoga and thank you for joining me. I've got such a special class for us today. We'll be using a wall for our class to practice what's called isometric exercises, and I'll explain that all to you as we get started. So you'll need an open wall space, and if you have a picture hanging, please take the picture down and just be sure there's no chance that you'll get caught or hook yourself on a nail or a hook, okay? You should have a yoga mat set up just like this, perpendicular to the wall that you'll be working on. A carpet will do just as well. I'd like you to have a yoga block, and if you don't have a block, then a sturdy cushion from your sofa or bed will also do just fine. And then this is optional, a small hand towel from your kitchen or bathroom. This will simply help you stay a little bit more comfortable. And you can bring your tools off to the side right now. When you're ready to get started, just meet me in the center of your space, and I'd like you to step your feet apart wide. And place your left hand onto your heart and your right hand on top of that. Inhale through your nose. And part your lips and take your time. With a long audible exhale. Inhale through your nose, breathe in. An audible exhale out your mouth. You just keep breathing and take as much time as you can and let go of as much air as you can. Please continue this breathing technique as I explain what we'll be doing today. If you're not familiar with the term isometric exercise, it means that your body or your muscles are holding a contraction without moving. So an isometric contraction is very efficient. It will boost your strength, but we also have to be mindful that during the contraction, it also increases your blood pressure a little bit. Don't worry, it's very safe as long as you keep exhaling. Your long, fluid, audible exhales will stimulate your relaxation response, so it offsets the big contraction. So in today's class, we'll be using isometric contractions along with deep breathing methods to keep you moving safely, strengthening effectively, and feeling great. One more time, inhale. Exhale slowly and audibly. Okay. Now let's move our bodies a little bit and warm up our spine, and we will synchronize our breathing with our movement. Okay, let's learn the movements first. Bring your thumbs to your shoulders and then reach your arms up over your head. This is called the mountain pose. Let's stand here for just one moment. Lift your toes up and spread them wide. Place them down and suction cup the ground as if you have roots coming out of your feet. Now lift your thighs up off your knees, engage your seat muscles, engage your core muscles, press your thumbs back a little bit, and then draw your shoulders down. Just stand here and breathe, just like I taught you. Now as you're standing here, you might notice that my hands disappeared off the screen, right? Don't worry, there's effectively two of us today. If you lose my hands in the screen, just look to the second me in the mirror today, okay? You've got two coaches today, lucky you. Now bring your hands together. The hand position looks just like this. It's called steeple grip, okay? Your index fingers come up, your thumbs will cross. It's like the steeple of a church. And bend to your right and then bend to your left. This is called the palm tree. Come back into the center. Separate your hands and then open your elbows up wide. Let's roll your shoulders back a few times and then hold. I'll call this cactus arms. Exhale audibly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swing your arms forward, bend your knees. Squat down, chair pose. Sit low, reach your tailbone back behind you and lengthen through your spine. Straighten your legs. Bend your legs again, and then stand tall. Let's flow through that sequence a few times. Reach up, then palm tree, right and left. Reach up. Now cactus your arms all the way back. Reach up. Arms come forward, sit down, chair pose. Straighten your legs, bend your legs, stand up tall. Now we'll synchronize with breath. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale during palm tree. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, low chair pose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Stand up tall. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palm tree. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, exhale as you stand. A deep breath in. A long exhale. Okay, now let's walk over to the wall. I'd like you to lean against the wall. Okay, so you'll bring your feet out in front of you about 6 inches away from the wall, and then lean your whole torso back. So your butt, your whole trunk is against the wall. Bring your thumbs to your shoulders and slide your arms over your head. Now, you're pressing back. Let's see, I'm going to move over here. You're pressing back into the wall with your thumbs pressed against the wall. You could feel how your shoulders start to engage, right? So as you press with your thumbs, be sure that you're not clenching your jaw or creating tension in your neck. Just relax all of this and now slide your right hand down to your hip and reach with your left arm up and over your head and do your best to press into the wall with your thumb. Maybe your elbow might reach the wall. Maybe it won't. That's okay. Just do what you can. And now, because you're safe and leaning onto the wall, turn your eyes up towards the ceiling. And sweep back up and relax your arm all the way down. Bring your thumbs to your shoulders. Reach your arms up overhead, the mountain pose. Press your thumbs into the wall. You could feel how your shoulders and your arms engage as you do that. Now slide your left arm down, place your hand on your hip, and start to slide over towards the left side of the room. Continue to press towards the wall with your thumb, and now maybe your elbow can come back. If you're feeling safe, you can lift your eyes up. A deep breath in, a long exhale. Roll your head back towards me. Reach up and slide your arm down. Let's do another set like that. Separate your feet this time, so take your feet much wider. Lean back into the wall. Can you feel how much support you have behind you? You're totally safe. Your thumbs come to your shoulders. Reach your arms over your head. Press back with your thumbs into the wall. Right hand comes down to your hip. Slide your left arm over to the right side of the room. See if you could draw your elbow a little bit closer to the wall. Maybe it will touch, maybe it won't. You should feel a deep stretch from your hip all the way up to your fingertip. If you'd like to, turn your head towards the ceiling. Exhale very deeply and audibly. Come back up and relax your arm down. This is challenging work, isn't it? And you're not even moving during the exercise, but you could see how it could strengthen your whole structure. Bring both hands to your shoulders. Now reach your arms up overhead. Press back with your thumbs. Notice how the back of your shoulders are working. This really enhances your posture as you practice it. Your left hand comes to your hip, and now slide over towards the left side of the room. Maybe you can bring your elbow to touch the wall. Maybe it will touch, maybe it won't. But at least you have a goal. And now turn your head up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Sweep your arm up and relax all the way down. Inhale and exhale. Now draw your elbows in towards the wall. I'd like you to keep your butt on the wall. In fact, curl your tailbone under you just a little bit so that you start to lengthen your lower back onto the wall. And you'll need to bend your knees when you do that. You might even be able to eliminate the space between your back and the wall. Now press your elbows into the wall and puff your heart away. So you're pressing in with your elbows and your arms, and you're lifting your heart forward. You can tilt your chin up just a little bit and feel the muscles in your chest starting to work. Feel the muscles in your back engaged. You're stretching your chest. You're strengthening your back. And then just relax. Okay, now take your feet out a little bit further. You can keep your feet about hip distance apart. Keep your hips on the wall. Bring your hands to your thighs. And now slide down the wall. We've got a wall sit. Make sure your feet are sturdy and stable. Now, if your knees are feeling tender, you can walk your feet away from you just a little bit. Draw your navel into the wall and eliminate all of that space between your lower back and the wall. Keep your abdominals engaged. Now bring your hands to your heart, elbows high. Inhale. A long exhale. Bring your hands to your thighs and slide back up again. Bring your hands to the wall and walk your feet back in. Feet hip distance apart, hands to thighs. Hinge your trunk forward. Lean on your thighs. Now lengthen your spine by reaching your tailbone back and reaching forward with the crown of your head. Sweep your hands down and back behind you and press into the wall behind you. I'd like you to lengthen your neck. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. And now slowly hinge your body up. You can see how isometric contractions can be so effective. They're challenging, aren't they? Let's move on to a warrior series. Press yourself off the wall, and I'd like you to bring your left foot close to the wall. So the pinky edge, the outside edge of your foot, should be pressed into the corner between the floor and the baseboard. Place your left hand onto the wall, and then take a nice big step forward, a nice low lunge. In today's class, you'll actually keep your hand on the wall to stabilize you. And now reach your left arm, reach your right arm forward. This is the warrior two. Now press with your foot and with your hand into the wall, and then turn your chin towards your front hand, thumb up. Long exhale. Keep your back hand on the wall, reach your front arm up. This is the peaceful warrior. Lift your eyes up towards your hand. Maybe you can reach a little bit further back behind you than you normally go in this posture, because you've got the wall back there for support. Inhale. Exhale. Return your arm back to the warrior two. Okay, place your front hand onto your front thigh. Keep your back foot against the wall. And now sweep your arm up over your head for extended side angle. Now we're about to move into the triangle pose, Trikonasana. If you're already familiar with this pose, then you know whether or not you typically use a block. If you need to use a block for this next posture, you can place it right in front of your ankle, just like I did. Okay, now reach your arm down on the inside of your leg. You could hold the block or not. Reach your top arm straight up and then straighten your front leg. Bend your front leg and straighten your front leg. Bend and straighten. You've got plenty of support behind you. Last time. Bend and straighten. Bend and hold. Return to the warrior two. Okay, watch this transition. Stand up and then pivot your front foot to the left side of the room. Now just watch for a second as I make this turn. My outside arm comes into the wall. I'm pressing my foot off the wall and coming into high plank. You could join me now. Turn towards the wall, high plank. Your body makes a straight line from the top of your head down to your heel. I know you can't see me, but you can listen. Take a deep breath in and a long audible exhale. Say, okay, step in with one foot and then with the other foot. Turn towards me. Hopefully you really enjoyed that series. Now it's time to do it on the other side. You can wiggle through your fingers, stretch your hands out a little bit. Now I'd like you to take your block and move it to the other side of the mat if you think you're going to need it in triangle pose. Okay? Now I'll be talking to you through the mirror right here. Here we go. Bring your right foot close to the baseboard. Bring your right hand onto the wall. Start to take some steps away from the wall so that you have a nice low lunge. Your front foot will turn into the middle of the room. Now continue holding onto the back wall. Keep your torso or your trunk up very tall, and now reach your front arm forward. This is the warrior two. Come down nice and low. Press against the wall behind you with your hand and your foot. Feel the contractions that you're making, and then exhale very deeply. Now reach your front arm up to the peaceful warrior. Lift your eyes up and look beyond your fingertips. And maybe you can stretch your thumb a little bit further back over your head. You're getting a deeper stretch through your torso. Please take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Now return to the warrior two. Place your front hand on your front thigh. Release your back hand off the wall and stretch into extended side angle. Now really truly reach from your hand all the way down to your foot and press your foot into the wall. You're reaching in opposition, up and down simultaneously. Now bring your bottom hand to the inside of your leg. Bring your top arm up overhead and shift into Trikonasana, the triangle. You can hold the block if you prefer to. And then bend your knee once again. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Hold. Return to the warrior two. Bring your torso upright and hold the wall. Now turn your front toes to the right side of the room. And now bring your front hand in, begin to rotate your torso, and when you get close to the wall, you can lift your back foot away, and we're transitioning into high plank once again. Make a straight line from the top of your head down to your heel. Now, if you prefer, you can add 2 push-ups. The choice is yours. Bend your elbows and straighten. Bend your elbows. Exhale. Step in with one foot and then with the other foot. Turn towards me. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. It's kind of an interesting experience. I hope you feel empowered to use the wall for stability whenever you need it. Now it's time to lower down onto our mats. So split your feet just like this. You'll bring your front hand to your front thigh and then lower yourself down. And you'll come to a tabletop position. Now, if you did choose to bring a towel into your space, please place it on your mat now. You'll use it underneath your knees to help you feel more comfortable. Okay, now it's time for some footwork. Use your fingers underneath your toes. I'd like you to lift your toes up and lay them out onto your mat. So we're talking specifically about toes number 4 and 5, the little guys who get curled up. So if you can lay them out and then press your feet into the wall behind you so that now your feet are flat on the wall. Press your heels onto the wall. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. I can really feel my feet stretching here. I hope you can too. Curl your tailbone underneath you and then lift it up again. As you curl your tailbone, you might feel a stretch in your lower back. That's the goal. Exhale, curl and release. Okay, it's time for another isometric contraction. Your hands just underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers very wide. Now engage your abdominal muscles. As you press into the wall with your feet, lift your knees off the ground. Exhale deeply and audibly. Say, lower your knees back down to the ground. That's a pretty strong exercise, huh? Press up to your knees, come to kneeling, shake your hands out. You could shake your hands just like this, open and close your fingers. Now bring your thumbs to your shoulders and reach your arms up overhead into a V shape, V like victory. Now exhale, press your hips forward as you reach your arms back. Now maybe your hands will touch the wall, maybe not. Hips forward, arms back. Lift back up, bring your hands down to your shoulders and back down to the floor. We're going to practice one more knee hover, and I'll also give you the option to walk into plank. That will be more challenging. The choice is yours. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, engage your abdominals and lift your knees off the floor. Now you're welcome to stay here, or you can lift one hand and then the other hand, or you can walk forward to high plank with your feet pressed into the wall. Engage your abdominals, engage your seat, engage your thighs, and now a long, deep exhale. Walk your hands back to a knee hover, and now lower your knees back down. Lift your body up, shake your hands out. That was a strong exercise, wasn't it? When you were in plank, you were working your core muscles, your abdominals and your glutes and your shoulders and your arms and your thighs. Whole body workout. Bring your thumbs to your shoulders. Press your hips forward. Reach your arms up overhead and then stretch back behind you. Maybe you'll touch the wall, maybe not. A deep breath in and a long exhale. Come back up. Bring your hands to your shoulders, hands back down. Hands onto the mat. Now, exhale and engage your core muscles again. Hover your knees off the floor, and this time, downward facing dog. So relax your head down. Do your best to make your legs straight. Your feet are stretching deeply. You feel a nice fold in your foot. Bend one knee, and then bend the other knee. Your exhales are long and deep. Bending one knee, bending the other knee. Take your time. And then hold. Straighten both legs the best you can. Bring your chest closer to your thigh. And now bend your knees gently and gracefully lower to the floor. Hinge your body up. Come back up to your knees. Interlace your fingers and work into the webbing of your hands. And then shake your hands out. And then open and close your fingers. Now let's shift over to a side saddle. And then swing your legs around to the front. You can move your towel out of the way. I'd like you to move your torso or your trunk right close to the wall. This is staff pose. I'd like you to sit tall. Just like before, lengthen your spine and engage your abdominals. So try to eliminate a little bit of that space between your lower back and the wall. And now draw your shoulders back. Woo! My wall is cold. How about your wall? Legs are very straight in front of you and press through your heels. Now bring your fingertips down by your side and hinge your torso forward just slightly. So continue to press your tailbone back as you reach through the crown of your head. Inhale and exhale. Hinge your body back up. Soften your ankles. Draw your feet in towards your body. For butterfly, allow your knees to drop out to the side. Now maybe your feet will be close to your body like mine are, or maybe they'll be further out. Either way, I'd like you to just scoot your tailbone close to the wall and then lean back. Place your hands onto the insides of your thighs and gently press. Be firm, but be very kind to yourself. We don't need to force anything at all. Just gently open your hips. One more round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Release your legs. And now fold your legs to a crisscross position that feels comfortable for you. Place your right hand down on the floor and reach your left arm up, just like we did before. Side bend over to the right. Keep your thumb on the wall, and maybe your elbow will touch. If you'd like to, you could roll your head up towards the ceiling. Press the side of your head against the wall to strengthen and lengthen your neck. Roll your head towards me, sweep up, and release down. Let's do the other side. Place your left hand on the ground. Your right thumb touches your shoulder, and then slide up. Keep your thumb on the wall. Maybe you can draw your elbow onto the wall. Maybe not. Whatever feels best for you today. And then just roll your head up, look towards the ceiling. You can bring your ear a little bit closer to the wall if that feels good to you. Long exhale. Sweep your arm back up and sweep your arm down. Please bring your left hand on top of your heart and your right hand on top of that. And just lean back into the wall. You could close your eyes. You should be feeling the vibration of your heart now that you've increased your breathing and your movement. You've lifted your vibration. Congratulations. You're a slightly different person than you were just 30 minutes ago. And guess what? You're moving in the right direction. I encourage you to stay here for just a few more minutes, using the back to feel supported and safe. It was an honor and privilege to be your guide today, and I hope you feel like this experience empowered you from the inside out. Keep stretching, keep breathing, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.